Hello guys, this is the African Updater na kama kawaida we are here with another update for you. And before tuendelee, si unajua vile sheria uko hapa. I'm just going to give you a second to subscribe to this platform, alafu ndio tuendelee. So just take a second to subscribe because still I have a lot of people who are watching my video but are not subscribing. So kindly subscribe so that anytime I post a video utakuwa the first one kujua na utakuwa the first one to watch and to react. And so do that before tuendelee. I'm giving you a second to subscribe and then I'll be back. Yes, so I believe you've subscribed. So today it is that day. It is a sad day for Kenyans. It is a good day for it is a happy day for Djibouti, for people in Djibouti, and it is also a happy day for some people in Kenya. I don't know, it's a 50-50 feeling in Kenya. There are those who are so happy, there are those who are like disappointed. And it is all because of one man anaitwa Raila, the Enigma. The Enigma amepata a big disappointment. He lost the AUC seat to the Djibouti guy. And Kenyans went crazy. There are those who are really sad about it, and there are those who are like so happy about it. And the reaction is just massive. But for this video, I'm just going to focus on Raila, why he has lost, and what really happened in all those rounds and everything. So before the end, I'm just going to give you a video of Raila conceding defeat, and then I'll be back. There are so many videos, but out there of people reacting and everything. But I'm just going to put this one that Raila is conceding defeat, and then I'll come back.
I had offered myself as a candidate, and over the last few months I've run around the continent, talking to leadership of the continent, canvassing for their votes. Today they have expressed themselves, and as it is now, we did not succeed. They will say that we must strengthen democracy in the African continent, and therefore myself conceding defeat, and I want us to use this as an example of strengthening democracy in our continent.
You have all seen Raila. That seat is gone. It went up to the second round. Raila was leading in the first round of voting, the second round of voting, the third round the Djibouti guy took the lead. The third round the Madagascar candidate dropped out because he had the least number of votes, and then the fourth round the Djibouti guy was leading, the sixth round the Djibouti guy was leading, and then Raila dropped out on the sixth round of voting, and then the seventh. So the number of countries that Raila got in terms of voting, initially he had like 24, and then the vote dropped to 22, and then to 20, and then I think to 20, and then there are those who are absentees and everything. There are people like Uganda, Museveni didn't go to Addis, and some very crazy stuff. So Raila has lost. Now we are going to look at the impact and what really happened, and you could all see the fanfare. You could all see how people watu walijibeba wakienda Djibouti, and these are the things I was saying. And it is high time Raila realized that all these people who surround him, these people never wish him well. These people always go there so that they can have that political mileage or that political edge over their competitors. They just use this man Raila, these politicians, and I don't know when Raila will listen to this. These people always use it all the time. Wanamjazaga hewa. I said in the previous video, Raila huwa anajazwa hewa, and he feels like anajazwa hewa, and he feels like now he's having this thing and nini. Because what was the importance? What was it ilikuwa wapi? What was the need of having all those people travel to Addis? Surely ilikuwa nini? Look at the Djibouti guy. Djibouti guy alienda tu na watu watano, watu wanne actually plus yeye wanakuwa watu watano, that's all. Unaelewa? And this style of politics in Kenya, this style of trying to show nini na nini, and I'm telling you that some of these things after these presidents waliona and they felt like this is too much, this is bullshit, this is inupuzi. You are all there to intimidate your opponent, because when you go there like that, you are also intimidating your opponent. You make your opponent feels like ai, kwani who am I competing with? You get, and you lose, and after that you lose. Now look at it, I said it here that if Raila loses, how will those people even feel? They have made that mzee lose the 6th time. Yani he has now become like almost a perennial loser, because he loses everything. Every time he goes for a big seat, he loses. Every time he goes for a big seat, he loses. You people are making Raila look bad, and the day Raila will realize this thing, I don't know. But hawezi, I don't know what, because I said it here that these presidents, they are not people that you can go there. Right? How many trips Raila has made? How many trips across this continent, even in private jets that cost 8 million per hour? But look at what they have done to him. They went there, alikuwa anawasikiza. He used to even take them and anawapelekea the presents na nini. Yet those people know very well where they will vote. I told you the geopolitics of African continent is very hard. It's very hard to beat. If SADC, which was the biggest region, which has almost more than 16 countries, said that they are not going to support Raila, surely where did you, and those are most of those countries are Anglophone, where did you expect Raila to get this support? Because hizo nchi za Arabu na Islamu, they will be voting for that Djibouti guy, and that's what they have done. So it is sad, and it is really sad that we had to put Raila in this situation, something that could have been avoided, because this man wouldn't have gone for that seat, but they were pushing him and everything. And you see, someone was supposed to benefit from all this. The president was to benefit from this, because Raila angeenda EU, the president wanted to inherit Raila support base. Now we don't know how the outcome. I can do another video like posts Raila's nini now that he has lost, but for now let's just remain with all the reasons as to why Raila lost this nini. So number one thing is that the reason why I feel like he lost it, number one, is because the presidents of this country could see into our the theatrics zenye ilikuwa zina happen Kenya, especially on that day of voting and our days leading to that, because they could see how Raila was nini, how the country was behaving, how leaders were speaking, how they went walikuwa mebebana. They could see, and maybe they felt like this is too much, this is drama, we don't need this drama. If this person wins, maybe he'll be bringing this drama to us. So maybe some decided they are going to vote otherwise. And then there are those presidents or those head of states who feel like they are Islamu, they are going to vote for their person regardless. There are those Arabic countries feel like they are going to vote for their nini person regardless. There are those Francophone countries who feel like they are going to vote against for the person that maybe they feel like speak their language regardless. And then there are those Anglophone countries that felt like nini and Lusophone countries. So there are so many nini geopolitics playing around here, and there are so many interests. And another thing is our president as a person. You know, our president has been been so much a westernized person, always relying on nini, always pushing western agenda nini, and some presidents are not comfortable with that. So some decided regardless of Raila, and then we are just going to vote against Ruto and Kenya and everything. And then another thing, some head of states always feels like Kenya already has a NATO seat on the Niniani, or they feel like Kenya is now powerful, and they feel like giving them this position will still make them more powerful and everything. So some decided, no, we are not going to vote, we are not going to give Kenya that advantage, because remember, all these countries, they also compete. for some things. So they look at all these things and they feel like, no, we are not going to give this thing. And then another thing is Raila's age. Maybe some felt like Raila he has come of age, is now 80, there's nothing, he needs to relax, to rest. There's nothing new he's going to offer. So that was it. So another thing, that was on the other side. Another thing is the interest, the wastage of resources. We saw how the launching was for Raila. We saw how Raila used to move around. And you remember some of the Gen Zs were not happy with all these things. Some Kenyans were not happy. They felt like Raila is using our resources to campaign for a seat that is not even that crucial, that important. And they started writing letters to this. Remember when Gen Zs were writing letters to this head of states and telling them, no, they should not vote for Raila. This is Ruto's puppet. Nini, he betrayed us. They were writing these letters. That thing even ilifika paka BBC, and BBC were talking about it, how Kenyans were writing letters to presidents and everything and telling them not to vote for Raila on that fateful day. So that one might also have contributed, because people felt like, if the citizens of this country feel like this person is not the right person for us, that is not then it's not the right person. Another thing is the betrayal for someone like Museveni never went for that never went for AU election. He never turned up, and those are the people that Raila was depending on. Those are the countries that Raila was depending on. Now you can look at how serious it is that some president, a president of a neighboring country, the person you really expected to go there and vote for you and maybe vote for you and campaign for you and also convince other presidents to vote for you, never showed up, never turned up, none. And then there's those like 2 absentees who never voted. Maybe it can be Burundi and Rwanda, because Rwanda has issue with Kenya. So maybe it is Rwanda who abstained. You get. And maybe the other one is DRC. Maybe DRC felt like, no, we are going to abstain, we are not going to vote. So these are some of the things that I'm telling you, that the person who is helping you, pushing you, can also cost you the election. You get. So Raila has lost. There are so many reactions. People are reacting to everything. I'll come back with another video talking specifically on that. But for now, Baba has lost, and there's nothing we can do about it. And let's just say that that is a done deal. Now we are looking forward to what next. But some things are not necessary. Moving forward, moving into the future, we as Kenyans, we need to really reflect on ourselves. And someone like Raila should know that these people wanamutumia. These politicians wanamsurround, wanamutumia. None of these politicians anataka kumsaidia, because they all benefit but he always lose. They all get their seat, the governors, the nini, they all get whatever they want, but Raila always loses yake. You get. And the day I realized that this, I'll talk about it some other day. Let's just forget about it. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video and for subscribing. And I'm hoping that you'll still stick here, because as we always say, we always give analysis on everything that happens in Kenya. So make sure you subscribe. Until next time, bye.